We're at Apple
Slacking.
yesterday.
All right, come on, Zebo.
All right, guys, we have Coach here. He does have a quick announcement.
Yeah,
for you
so
guys.
we voted on team captains during our first meeting, and this year's captains, we're going to have three of them. Jake Curhan, offensive tackle, Evan Weaver, inside linebacker, and Cam Bynum. All three well-deserving and well-respected by their teammates, obviously, and just great ambassadors for us, what we're all about on and off the field. So excited to announce that.
Okay, guys, questions for Coach?
How was that? Was it a vote for captain amongst the team, or
Team.
was it near unanimous for those three? Or?
A lot of guys got votes, which is great because we have some strong leadership on the team. But they were the guys that took the majority. So.
You guys had the season ticket holder event right before this. How did that go for you?
It went well. Were you not in there? Oh,
I
come
was
on.
out here. I'm not a season
All
ticket
right.
holder.
Yeah, it went well. Had some season ticket holders and some people that are considering getting back into the season ticket holder group, which was exciting, and just talked about how much we need them here and what we're doing, working towards a season opener. So it was good.
Talk about knocking off rust, using this time to get reps for everybody.
Yeah.
Throughout the first couple of days, what does rust look like to you? Is it timing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you haven't done something in a setting like football in terms of being an 11-on-11 and formations and alignments and assignments and how quick the communication has to happen, and then the fundamentals. You can work on a lot of the fundamentals throughout summer, but not all of them. And so it's just getting your feet back underneath you. And as I mentioned yesterday, there's a conditioning element to just playing football that you can't replicate. And so it would encompass all those things.
What are you looking from your new receivers? What are you looking for?
What I'm looking forward for them to get better every day. You know, I mean, there's a progression. Some guys have been here, some guys haven't. So there's a ton to learn, and just want to see each of those guys make strides every day. That's no different than anybody else.
Consistency out of them catching the ball, hanging on to it too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first couple days we haven't been real clean, so that's what practice is for. Got to be consistent catching the football. I think that's pretty obvious. So.
You've addressed it before, but can you talk about the importance of explosive plays?
Well, the top two indicators in winning and losing is turnover margin and explosive plays. So, again, explosive plays, there's a lot involved with that. I mean, there's the schematics of it, the teaching, the execution of the technique, the ability. So so whatever it is, we have to find more ways to create explosive plays, and we got to limit them on defense. It's hard to score without creating explosive plays consistently at this level.
What was it like having Mark Fox out here for a little bit?
That was great. Yeah, I've gotten to know Coach Fox pretty well in a short amount of time, and just a fantastic guy, and a lot of similar core values that we share. So it's been really fun to get to know him. Ask or answer any questions that I possibly can about Cal and the experience here, and also ask questions. He's been a very, very successful coach, and so again, like I said, there's a lot of shared values, so that's been a lot of fun.
You haven't been in pads yet, but what are some of the indicators that Modster's been learning the playbook more and getting more comfortable in the offense?
Just you see the line of scrimmage, the line of sign, knowing where to go with the ball, cadence, all the little things that add up to being more comfortable, and the more he does it, each time he does it, it's going to get better and better. So, which is expected. When he got here, it was new playbook, new verbiage, and that new language. Even though there's a lot of similar concepts, it's not. It doesn't always trigger that quickly, no matter who you are. So, the more and more he does it, the more comfortable he'll get.
Do you know now when you're going to be in full pads, or is that something you...
Yeah, we'll be in shells tomorrow, so
Shells.
shoulder pads tomorrow.
Okay.
Next week.
You know specifically, or is that something you just...
Yeah, we have a couple options. We're planning on next week being in full pads. So.
How many times do you go full pads?
Well, we have everything's sketched out, and we'll be in full pads a number of times. We have full contact. Some days will be full pads without going live, and then some days we'll have full pads and go live. And so we have the NCAA sets limits on those, and so we'll work within those limits. But it's not to say that there's some days where we may make a decision to go half pads when we could have gone full, or vice versa. So some of that's fluid.
What are the limits? How many can you, if you do,
We can-
do the maximum, how many can you do?
I got it on my sheet in my office. I can't remember off the top of my head. I do it all at the beginning of fall camp, and then we live within those limits.
Speaking of wardrobe a little bit, we noticed that the secondary's been wearing sweaters, sweatpants, the whole deal in preparation for the hot environments of game days. What do you make of that? And do you encourage other position groups to try that as well?
Anything that helps somebody get mentally ready to play, I'm all for. Everybody's a little bit different in that way, so we're not mandating it. They're doing it on their own, which is fine. But that's not something we're doing as a team. So for that group, for them mentally, it can be just kind of a training exercise. Some guys aren't ready for that. They need to learn what to do.
How do you anticipate using Castles this year, and do you think he's ready to make an impact?
I don't know. I hope to use him just like a lot of guys. There's potential there. Absolutely, there's potential. But we're 2 practices in. He showed some things last year as a freshman, but he hasn't played much. And he's worked hard. He looks good. He can catch the ball down the field. But his production is limited because he hasn't played. So this fall camp, we'll just need to see him, like I said before, grow and improve every single day to be as good as he can be to help the team. I mean, that's at the end of it, we'll see where that's at. Game 1, 2, 3, and throughout the rest of the season. But just really focused on him getting better as opposed to worrying about how many plays he's going to play.
And how's Reinwald coming along? He looks bigger.
He is. He's gained weight. He's as big and strong as he's been since we've been here, and I think he committed himself to the weight room, which is obvious by the way he looks.
I don't think we nailed this down. Is Isaiah Humphries going to be eligible for this year?
As of right now, no.
So you're still hoping, or it's possible?
Yeah, there's a lot of avenues for guys, as you probably know. But as of right now, we're not counting on that. Good.
Thanks.
All right,
Coach.
thanks.
Coach.